February 12th, 2010, in Fob Salerno, Afghanistan, there was a vehicle parked on the left-hand side of the road. There's a single occupant, and when I got up next to him, I'm looking at him, I got my shoulder against the left side, and I'm looking out the bomb-resistant glass. And that's when he looked at me, we made eye contact, he reached down between the seat and blew himself up. Getting blown up's hard. It sucked, but we all lived, and I was by the hand of God. And I drove 5 hours here today to share this story with as many people as I can. I'm 100% VA rated, disabled, permanent and total, which is I can do any job I want, I can make as much money as I want, but the VA deems my body 100% expended. I have PTSD, getting blown up in a fireball that nobody should have walked out of. I've got a traumatic brain injury. I have cluster headaches. I have a 20% C-spine injury in my neck and left shoulder. I have lower back issues, knee issues, hypertension, high cholesterol, and sleep apnea. All these things are things I didn't have before I got blown up. And I am in constant pain from right here in where your shoulder and your clavicle meet. My left shoulder was against the side of my vehicle when I was looking out, so when that blast hit the side of my vehicle, it transferred straight into my body. Being in constant pain is difficult on your mentality and your emotions, but the emotional control of it is the most difficult. In PTSD, you'll have little things that snap and make you unsavory in polite society. Everybody's grouchy when they're hurt. But being in constant pain takes that to a new level. It's almost like a factor of 10. There was nothing that the VA could do for me. They said, we can do surgery, but we don't really know what we're looking for when we get in there. It's a soft tissue injury because the entire blast came through my body, and I didn't have anything, but I wasn't willing to give up trying to find something. Shots for Soldiers found me. And when Shots for Soldiers presented themselves and said, hey, we do this, PRP therapy, we'd love to do it on you and see if it works, I couldn't have signed up fast enough. The specific parts of my body that have benefited from PRP therapy are two primary locations. The first primary location is my left shoulder. It's where the bulk of my chronic pain comes from. The second place that PRP therapy really helps me is right here. The fact that I'm not in chronic pain lets me be at a different baseline emotionally. For the first time in a decade, I was pain-free. And for somebody who's been in chronic pain, to have their pain go away without the use of opioids is too good to be true. I continually waited for the other shoe to fall. I'm a certified real estate appraiser. That's what I do for my day job. And I have a service dog that was trained by Labs for Liberty out of Utah to specifically my needs. And she goes through vacant houses where there might be a squatter and makes sure that there's not a squatter in that house before I go in and appraise it. And Shots for Soldiers, not only did they treat me, but when her hip dysplasia presented, Shots for Soldiers made Choo Choo the first service dog to get treated by PRP therapy. So as a combat medic, you're always looking about the placebo effect. Dogs don't have that. Dogs don't get the placebo effect. So when I watched PRP work on Choo Choo, I knew this is something I gotta get the word out about. This is something I gotta get more veterans treated with. We only lost one soldier in our deployment to Afghanistan, but we've lost a handful since we've been back. We have the ability to cut off at the ankles the largest thing that's killing veterans in the world today. I'm talking about including war, chronic pain, opioid addiction, and suicide are all tied together. And PRP could be something that the VA is doing right now, and they could be changing the face of chronic pain. And I will testify in front of Congress someday about that, because this treatment is outside of the lane of what the VA does for vets. They're gonna give you opioids, they're gonna block your pain, but they're not gonna make it go away. And the fact that they have the ability to control pain right now with PRP and they're not using it, I think is ethically corrupt. It's morally wrong. PRP therapy is as natural as it can be. They draw your blood, they spin out the good stuff, and they inject it right back in your joint, and the body uses that as healing blocks for the trauma, the physical trauma. And because of that, it's not like you're going to reject your own body tissue. It's not like this is a medicine that's going to have a whole bunch of negative side effects. You're not going to get addicted to it. None of those things happen. The collateral damage of all the treatments that the VA has for you can be catastrophic to your life. All the PRP collateral damage is making me less emotionally unstable. It's making me less violent. It's making me less angry. It's making me in less pain. The fact that they thought about me, and even though I've been medically retired from the military since 2013, Shots for Soldiers came to me and said, hey, we think you're worthy of this. You can't say enough about that. Having somebody come in like an angel and take away your pain, I've been praying for it for a long time. They're an answered prayer. If you're out there right now, whether you're a veteran or whether you're a person who's in chronic pain, I want to look you right square in the eye right now and say, you are not alone, and there is something that will work for you. This program can help your chronic pain. Nobody gets dime at Shots for Soldiers. So find organizations like Shots for Soldiers that have a mission that you believe in, and donate. Donate your time, your talent, and your treasure. Everybody has the ability to hit share. Everybody has the ability to forward something to a person and go, you know what? These people look like they're doing the right thing. If you aren't a millionaire, you can have a million voices. You can hit like a million times, and it ain't gonna cost you a dime. So get those thumbs to work. If you can find a Shots for Soldiers doc in your area, by all means, utilize them. Ask them to be a part of their program.